We're gonna fit right in.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is right in line with us.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
absolutely love it. No, but she is confirmed.
Yeah,
gone.
Casey
Like, gone,
definitely
gone,
said
gone.
that she's dead.
There is no
why do we
returning.
believe him?
What would we believe
Dude,
in? That's true.
What is he? The
He's
creator?
played with us too many times.
I know. What is he? The creator of this? What the heck?
It's
So
talking,
adorable.
man.
So adorable.
Kids.
It's talking.
Rawr! That was so great.
Yeah. Crazy.
All
All right. Well, welcome to the most egregious podcast in the world. This is
Egregious.
No, egregious. I'm living to it. I'm gonna die on that hill. We are that. It's aggravating. It's we find our arch enemy. My name is AJ.
Oh gosh,
Why?
that took me way longer than it should have. I'm sorry.
My name is Wakka.
Jay,
Ace.
welcome.
This is officially, we are the We're Not Dead podcast. And
Let's
you're
Woohoo!
We are officially the We're Not Dead
that's
podcast.
amazing.
And
That's
hopefully, once you listen to the podcast, you will see us when you look up We're Not Dead in your iTunes and Spotify, and you will hear us. Thank you so much.
Wait, is it on Spotify?
Yes.
I couldn't find it on
Yeah.
Spotify. It's on
gonna
Apple
be-
Podcasts.
It's gonna be.
Oh,
in
it's gonna
Spotify.
be
It's
okay.
gonna be in
It is
Spotify.
on Apple Podcasts though also.
Yep.
Yes.
We're
and-
making moves. We're
Exactly.
Make
We
it
wanna
happen.
say before we start, since we are now the We're Not Dead podcast, we want to say thank you to the people that ran the We're Not Dead podcast in the previous years for the Story of Survival. They've done Story of Survival, and it's nice. Brittany, I cannot pronounce your last name. I am so sorry. Brockra or something like that. I messed
still
that up
tried it.
because your last
still
name
tried.
is amazing. R.I.P. Rest in peace to Nick Voodoo. Greg Miller was there too. So and all the people that was part of We're Not Dead. Thank you so much for paving the way for us. And here we are in Descendants, still doing We're Not Dead, and we're still alive. Yeah,
We are.
yeah, we are.
Yes,
We'll do what we can to not trample any legacies on it.
Well, I feel like
Absolutely.
we've done that, right? I'm just kidding.
I will not confirm.
I was-
I will not confirm.
Just
or
us.
deny that.
I was listening to the last one of their podcasts though, and the main guy was just like, yeah, can we talk about how many theories I had that were just completely wrong? And I'm like, we're gonna fit right in.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is right in line with us.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
absolutely love it, dude. Like, literally, the best part about these types of like podcasts and gatherings and like conversations, the reason we're doing this is because we want to talk about every wrong thing that we can say.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Me and
True.
Buggy, like that's two of our favorite things.
Sometimes,
We've- for like the last decade, how
Yeah.
many shows and everything have we talked about
Yeah.
that we've been wrong on like 80% of stuff?
yeah.
And the couple times that we're right, like we freak out. It's
Yeah.
incredible, and
Yeah.
it makes it almost so much more enjoyable.
The odds would say
Yeah.
that you'd get one right sooner or later.
But there are some. Let's admit there are some that was like,
right twice in time. Twice a
yeah,
day.
yeah. There are some that was like, we are. We hope that we're not right, and we're glad that we're not right.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
like Ruby. Ruby's the best example.
yeah.
I'm so thankful she's not dead.
Dude, I was ready to fight you guys the whole time you're saying it, man.
Yeah, exactly. But
But you couldn't help it. There were so many red flags in that.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's Casey.
And we're
definitely
seeing
doing
them
it.
again in this
Oh my
series
gosh,
too.
we're gonna talk about that. Oh, Casey,
my God,
Casey Wayland, you sneaky man. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, he does this a lot. Like left field information. It's like, and he will give you like a factual information, but because he said it, now it's gonna make you think if this is true or not. It's like, bro, why? Like the Dawson,
mind
right?
games.
Yeah, like the Dawson, like the Dawson family. They
all
said
we can think
factual
about now.
thing, right? Factual thing, they're gone. But he said, no, they're not. I'm like, what? So now who's the it's crazy.
right.
And
The perspective says that they're gone, but the fact is that they're not.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it.
Eliminated.
That's-
They're not a
that's-
part of the family, but they're still
yeah,
exist.
They still exist. Yeah,
And that's one of the hardest things to think about. Like, because with We're Alive specifically, the whole story is based on perspectives.
Right.
The entire thing. That's why Story of
From a
Survival
certain point of view.
is a great example, because first off, the entire story is just the journals. But then like you learn toward the end that the whole time it was the journals. And when you go back to the early season 1, when we think Michael dies, like, because he's just gone. He's gone for through like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And suddenly he's back. Oh, hey, yeah, broken arm.
is that
I'm
when he
fine.
went-
Wait,
That's when he went to the
wait.
water station, right?
Right.
Yeah. When he went to
And
the
then
water
he came
treatment
back.
facility. Broken Wing comes back, and we're like, hold up, wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, that's when he
And
becomes
so it's-
Broken Wing.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he did the same thing with Saul, right? We all thought Saul is dead for a few moments. Because Michael is longer, but with Saul, when he came back for Lady, it's like, oh yeah, he's dead.
They did twice with Saul, with
yeah.
Lady, and then when the Humvee got hit by a rocket.
Yeah.
So like there were these are several prime moments where like we lost something, and by perspective's sake, we have lost it. And so the advantage to the Story of Survival is we're getting both perspectives in short bursts because they're the main cast.
Yeah.
The Dawsons aren't main cast, at least yet.
Yeah.
And so we don't have that second perspective immediately. So we're just sitting, seeping in it and crying about it, waiting for it.
I'm excited to
maybe that's just
see.
me.
I think we've met some Dawsons.
Oh, he said that. Oh
he
wait,
did?
no,
he didn't.
no.
But I think we have. We just don't know that they're Dawsons yet.
And this is why,
I agree with that.
Because of that, this is why people still do not believe, and doesn't matter how many times you say it, Casey, people still do not believe that Scratch is dead. You can say how much you want that she's dead. She's in the rubble. People will still like, is she really? Like, come on.
I
You know,
I think people.
I
more-
want to
think
lean
it's
towards
less-
that.
no,
I think it's less.
That she's alive.
I think it's less. No, but she is confirmed.
yeah,
gone,
Casey
like, gone,
definitely
gone,
said
gone.
that she's dead.
Why
There is no returning.
Why would we believe him?
There-
Why would we believe it? That's true.
What is he? The
He's
creator?
played with us too many times.
I know. What is he? The creator of this? What the heck? Who's this guy?
What is he?
What does he know?
Or something?
What does he know? Not
Crap,
because
sorry, I'm gonna get us canceled. Sorry, guys.
we just joined. We're not dead.
And that was a good run.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, because of that, this podcast is a podcast of We're Alive Descendants. If you haven't listened to episode 15 of We're Alive Descendants, please listen to it first, because this episode is full of spoilers. You're not going to enjoy the episode if you haven't listened to that yet. Don't worry, we're still going to be here. So after you listen to that, come back here and enjoy the fun, laugh with our jokes, and agree with our outrageous opinions and theories. All right, let's get into this. This is a very informative and a little bit of a not a little. It's actually a lot of action scenes in this episode.
There's so many pages.
Careful with the book. We have to protect this family tree above all else. It's the only place that has a record of everyone.
This alone? Wow. I guess it makes sense. Like the old CIA rosters.
Exactly. You know your history.
Started young. You know, Mom. Some of these names have Black instead of Blackburn.
One of the surnames that has become more prominent in our family tree. Some have changed over time. There are multiple now in each household as they grow further from the founder's lineage. But not yours and mine. We're on this page.
We'll start with the episode with Oliver and Vera talking about the family and the papers that they got. Vera was, giving him the information that, hey, listen, I'm not a little girl. I know things too. And Oliver being proud of her. We also find out that Mary Beth was part of the Culper Ring, or Washington Spice.
Yes.
I love the Culper
That
ring.
was-
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Amazing.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
It really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, Revolutionary War. It's just, that's what they called
Right.
Washington spies.
Yeah.
And I think aren't they the ones who, the Culper spies went on to be something more, didn't they? I can't remember. Let me see here. Yeah,
Wait,
so a network of spies established by George Washington during the American Revolution gather intelligence on British troop movements in and around New York City.
Oh,
So-
gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
Women spies, huh?
yeah.
and they were a very large factor in the Americans versus the British at the time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they contributed like a lot of their success and a lot of their winnings because of the work that they put in.
There's a TV show called Turn, Washington Spies, which is all about that, and it has, it's based off some of the characters, and it's really good, actually. It has 4 seasons.
Guys, we got a show about the family, guys. Let's go.
Oh, sorry. This is what started the family. Just saying.
exactly.
I saw a cast in We're Alive Gold Rush that was mentioned. There was a Blackburn in there, like complete name. I forgot who it was. But
Hang on.
there was a Blackburn that was mentioned in We're Alive Gold Rush.
Really?
But it wasn't really like a unknown
Like
Blackburn.
an extra voice, or
I think it was I'm pretty sure it was a chick.
Danny Blackburn.
Danny Blackburn.
It was played by Danny Trejo.
Johnny Trejo, yeah.
Oh,
Like the celebrity Danny Trejo. Yeah, and
Which
he's
is
a
awesome.
Blackburn.
dude,
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, but that dude makes his rounds.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude is everywhere. It is
He's
insane.
everywhere.
You
He's
probably,
like, oh,
you probably
there's some,
confused
there's
that-
something.
No, once you see
There's
him,
some kind of Western somewhere somehow,
Huh?
or like Western-esque.
you used
I'm
to see the
there.
face. Yeah,
Yeah, it's him.
No, he's talking to me because I'm not.
that's Danny Trejo.
Oh,
Oh shoot!
yeah.
Yeah, he was in
He-
More Alive.
Yeah, he's
No way.
everything.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's
I lost
Danny
my
Blackburn,
mind when I
but
saw that.
I'd have to go back and listen to
And
it.
he's
but-
Blackburn. Yeah,
Wait, there's a Danny.
yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. In
Oh
Gold
shoot!
Rush.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
wild.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was like kind of snuck in there.
Yeah,
It wasn't a big plot point. It was snuck in there.
yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like. Well, okay, so there's a Blackburn that with the gold, right? Is this the same Blackburn?
What do you mean with the gold?
The gold that they found.
Oh, I don't remember.
There was a dead person.
I only listened to it once.
Oh, sorry. There's a dead person with the pile of gold that they're trying to take, and it was supposedly a Blackburn,
But why would they have? I mean, Trejo had to voice something.
or maybe like a backstory. Like,
Did they say anything?
I don't know.
I don't
We gotta
know.
listen
I
to
can't
Gold
remember.
Rush again.
Dang, that's wild.
Sorry,
I
Casey.
didn't know it.
Welcome to We're Not Dead, and we're a big fan of We're Alive.
No, honestly, you're right though. Like right now might be the best time to go back and refresh
Yes.
on Gold Rush for all of us because of
Where they're
Alex
going.
and
Yeah.
them. Like
Yeah.
it is the most pinpoint thing. It's like all the lines are finally connecting to this space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, maybe they're gonna find the gold.
yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought. What's his name? Alex was going to use as a bargaining chip to get rid of her. But later on,
Maribeth also started the Blackburn family and also brought the whole family together. So she's like I would say, in the pyramid of all the family, she's definitely like the top there. I could say,
Yeah.
I could say that. I think she's like the Gryffindor. Oh, Hogwarts. I don't even know if the Gryffindor is the highest class in.
Well,
I didn't follow it.
No,
so.
no, but that is a good analogy though, because don't forget it was 4 families that came together to
Yeah.
start the families.
Yeah.
right?
It was 4 different people, very similar to how Hogwarts is.
Yeah.
It was 4 powerful people that came together, and each one of them have their own tenets and their own belief systems.
Yeah,
but they
family.
all go towards the
Yeah.
same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense, yeah.
actually, that actually is a good. that is a
Very
good
good.
analogy you
Thank you.
picked.
Thank you so much. That's
You
unintentional.
used it the wrong way, but you had the exact
Yeah, you
perfect one.
guided right into the right way, so you did good.
Yeah.
And then here
And
comes
just like
here comes the we talked about this. Here comes the factual information that Casey will give us, but because it's in here, we're not gonna believe it.
And this is where you will go.
You have a sister? Oh.
Had. Even the best training in the world can't always save you. Like her, many didn't survive the outbreak in 2009. So much change for us on that day. It fractured the family. A good portion decided not to return.
Decided?
Many family members broke off contact while we were trying to reorganize.
How do you know they're not dead?
We still have a network for coded messages that can be received by members. See, they all have a unique identifier listed here next to their names in the family tree. It's how we always stayed in contact, even after the outbreak. I can see how many out there have received our dispatch. Quite a few members decided not to respond and to remain anonymous. Family outsiders.
Why do you think that is?
We all have had to adjust to this new world. Maybe they think there isn't much reason for the families anymore.
When Oliver said apparently he had a sister.
Yeah. Had.
So who do you think it is?
And she's dead. Apparently.
Did he say that?
He did.
Yeah,
He said.
Yeah, he said that she didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make it.
during the
when
break,
the outbreak.
outbreak.
When
So-
the outbreak happened.
When I heard that, I'm like,
No,
Doesn't
but Oliver,
necessarily say
no,
that's
no.
a perspective
I know,
thing.
but I know, but that's what I'm saying though. That it's hard to believe
Yeah.
it, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
Oliver said that she's dead.
Well, he said she didn't make it.
No,
Plot
no.
twist. It's the boar.
No, no.
That's what I was wondering. That's what I was thinking, actually.
She did say.
I really hope not.
She's dead. He did say she's dead. Like
I didn't remember that. I thought he just said she didn't make it.
No, because he corrected Vera. He said I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Had.
never said yes.
Yeah.
If you disavow somebody out of the family, you would use that past tense of had.
Yeah, but I feel like with the connection, the flow of the sentence that he was saying, he's telling he's telling her.
There are a couple ways that can go. Right now, she could just be flat out dead. He might have said that. I might have missed that as well.
I don't think he
But then
actually said dead. So
But then if she is alive, she could have also, because the way the conversation went, could be one of the ones that didn't come back to the families or
Right.
lost contact with the families or just is remaining inactive. Like, could be one of them. A lot of doors got opened in this episode.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I'm super excited because I feel like it's not super common when a story is going to drop so many specific numbers like what was dropped. 200
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
inactive people right now.
200.
I
yes.
feel like they're gonna become active one way or another in the story, or at least a portion of them.
not inactive, but not
contact.
associated with the family right now. So
they're all basically stepped away.
Yeah. Outliers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, this group has been around for like years, and it's only around 200. That's a really small exclusive group.
Well, he did say that a lot of them didn't survive after the thing. So if there's around a 250 right now, actual members.
270.
No, and also he's
Oh,
talking
no,
about-
280,
He's
280.
also talking about like members.
Oh yeah, 50
He's not-
outside, 30
He's not talking
there.
about he's not talking about other
Associates.
delegates and associates. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
those
Right.
are
I'm talking about
ring
with the
carrying
ring, yeah.
members.
Yeah.
But still, ring carrying members around 280. We'll say that's 3/4 of them. We'll just say a quarter of them died. So we're probably looking around 300 to 400.
Which
Probably
I
400.
feel like even that is such a low ball.
Yeah, I mean they've been here for how
Because
many
even
years?
them with all their training, it would be hard to imagine half of them surviving everything.
Yeah.
That's true.
Unless they're limiting it, you know what I mean? Like if we get like too big of numbers, it might be a lot harder to hide our identity. So like we gotta limit the amount of people that we can.
I don't
can
think
have
so
it in
though,
a ring.
because of how their tenants are and how they're trained and stuff like that. Like I feel like they could have 1 million people and still be hidden because of who they are and how they are.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that big, but I could easily see, a good 1,000 members. Especially because if you're sprawled out through a lot of the country and you're in the government, you have people in the military, you have people in the White House, you have
ring
people
carrying or just
running the
members in
store
general?
downstairs.
Ring carriers.
I'm saying I could see 1,000 ring carriers.
Oh wow. Okay.
because that's not super like out of this world when you think about how many people are in the country. First off, there's been several generations that have all come from the family now, multiple family branches, multiple houses, multiple surnames, to where a lot of them might, like, there could be ring carriers that don't necessarily share the family's names, such as Blackburn. I mean, just think about the family Black that is in there.
Yeah.
So they're already saying that there are different surnames in the one family, which they've already mentioned before, but you're seeing it in the actual chronology of just Vera.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting that that they had their last name evolved to Black, to, you know, whether to hide it or it's that's just how it happened. But that's what he said. It's practically Blackburn, but they just hide it as Black. Yeah.
It could be one of those things like the family, like Blackburn became such a rare name.
Yeah.
Because if you look at time, like as time goes on, certain names become more like oldage. And to where like,
or it could be
like,
it could be other way around, that it got too common, that once you have a Blackburn, you know, it's like, oh, we know who you are, kind of thing. So it's like, we got to change it.
Right now, there are approximately 37,751 people with the last name of Blackburn, primarily in the U.S.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what's
That's
creepy?
really cool to know.
You know what's creepy? The air pump that we were using.
Yeah.
It's Blackburn brand. It was so creepy. I'm like, this is Blackburn.
They're out there.
I know.
I would if Jack Black is one of them.
After Oliver told Vera how important she is, that she is royalty, there was a concern, and he said that there was a concern in Oliver's voice, and this made Vera said, I thought I'm safe here. Oliver assured her that she's safe. However, he explained that there are people that's part of the family who had distorted views and used their connections for their own people, or self-interest. Now, we might think automatically, I don't know about you guys, but automatically I thought about, he's talking about the boar. Not specifically thinking about the boar, but people like the boar, and that pop in my head. It's like, oh, this is definitely the boar, you know, like part of the family, and using her connections for her self gain. Right? You guys?
Yeah, my interpretation of connections, there's like somebody might take advantage of swooning Vera to marry into a higher position.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
That's what I thought. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But the way he explaining it, the boar's name pops in my head. It's like, okay, so this is that example. But at the same time,
she's a primary example.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, another individual that pop in my head that's part of the family, that using his self-interest, is the guy or whoever it is, a girl or a guy, the person who killed Michael. Maybe this is something that's using it as a personal gain, a connection to the family, even though it's not confirmed that whoever killed Michael is part of the family. But if it is,
we've got
it could be that.
Suspicions of it.
Yeah,
yes.
He confirmed it. That, I mean, as a family together, they work together. But when they are alone on their own, he has no he doesn't tag on them. Like he doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
but
that's
as of right now, we know for sure, whether he's lying or not, we know for sure that Oliver has no connection to Michael's killer.
The murder.
We're pretty sure about that.
Yeah.
We're leaning into where we are sure, like maybe like the 80%, 90% area.
Right. Yeah. If not, man, I give him props, bro. And then we find this out. We see this eventually, but his acting ability, his voice acting ability is so good that if it is true, he's a good liar.
Well, he's a Blackbird.
You know
he's in that position for a
Well,
reason.
they got really good voice actors.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
That's true.
Dude, he had my favorite line in this whole episode. We'll find that out later. It's with the Nakoma scene. It was so good. The way he said it, it was like nonchalantly scary, but it's well said. It was well said. Well, while Oliver was explaining about the uncontacted family members, we heard a scream and I'm assuming that's Nakoma.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, we heard a scream. Oliver said that he cannot give her another clemency. Fingers is like telling her she came back and started spying on us in one of our buildings.
I'm still disappointed she got caught so easily. Jeez, man.
For going,
I love that actually. Because not because like I wanted her to get caught or anything like that, but because it does show how good the family is.
Well, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
And how meticulous they are especially with their home. It shows why they've been able to hide for so long.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Because the people that risk it, they get caught quick.
Yeah.
I can't give you clemency again.
Wait, why? You aren't going to...
I'm gonna do what must be done.
Wait. Damn it. I didn't want to, but I have to.
You heard him.
Shh. Wait!
Oh. Told you this was dangerous.
So is this.
Please, don't. Oh, man.
Put it down! Put it down! I'm warning you. Put it down right now!
No.
Fine.
Don't. Dad!
That triggered Fingers. As soon as Oliver said, I cannot give you another clemency, that triggered Fingers. We can hear her pulling out a knife and about to kill Nakoma. Vera tried to stop her, and the next thing you know, we can hear Nakoma pulling out her blow dart and darted Fingers. It's hilarious. Yes,
So funny.
It was so funny when Nakoma said,
I knew it was dangerous.
Yeah, I said, exactly. She said, I told you it was dangerous. Like a
Yup,
nod. It's a nod from the first time. It's like because Fingers was belittling her blow dart. What's that gonna do? It's like, I told you it was
Her
dangerous.
attitude was
And then-
so 180.
Yeah.
Didn't she say like I didn't want to do this or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
So
Then,
when she said that, I actually thought she was using a red dart for a second. I
yeah.
got
Well,
nervous.
the sound that Fingers made,
Yeah.
I
That's
was like,
true.
oh, she's dying, bro.
I got super nervous. So I was like, if that's the case, she's done.
Oh yeah,
Nakoma's done.
definitely. Yeah, no
There's
question.
no coming back from
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when she said that she was belittling the blow dart, she said, I told you it was dangerous. Here comes my favorite line. You can hear Oliver said, so what's this? And then cock the gun.
That was hilarious.
I actually don't remember that. I listened to that today and I don't remember that.
That was so good.
But like he said it nonchalant. He just said it just as an anonymous tone. It's just, so is this.
Yeah, so what's this?
Oh yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, like style of saying that made it hit so much harder. Like you know, like the
It's the
like
same- it's the
adage
same-
of like putting out a cigarette like to like stamp your point.
Yeah.
That's literally like it was. It was just like, yeah, here's this too.
No,
Okay,
what reminded me is Avengers when Loki said, "I have an army." Iron Man said, "We have a Hulk," and then here comes Hulk. It's the same level. I have an army. We have a Hulk.
Oh, man.
So what's this? It was so good.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he was said it so seriously. It's like, yeah, you think that's dangerous? Yeah, this too.
Yeah, the way he said it was very subtle.
Yeah.
Bet.
But dangerous. Deadly.
Now Vera defended Nakoma, which surprised
surprised.
Nakoma.
Yeah.
Well, it surprised me and Nakoma. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. She asked Oliver if she can stay and treat her this special allowance for non-family members. When she said this, I thought Oliver's gonna mention the two characters, Jody and
Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't bring
I
the.
know. I was waiting. I was like,
For it.
the two prisoners.
Oh, the people that he brought back. Yeah.
jailers.
Well, that
jailers.
couldn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two inmates.
The two inmates with
Yeah.
with Oliver.
That escaped from colony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That escaped from Twin Tower and
the colony.
Colony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Third Colony.
she confirmed him and assured him about her abilities, the blow darts and the poison, and said it could even take down the big infected.
What if she showed you how it's done?
What? Shh.
This dart was non-lethal? Do you have ones that can kill?
Yes. You should see what the red ones do. Or I should say you don't want to. Nakoma can tell you how they work.
Oh, can I?
Is it possible to reproduce? Can you make more darts?
It is, and I can. But only with some very rare toxins.
And I'm guessing only you know where those are.
Yes. But why would I ever want to tell you?
Do you understand what the alternative is right now? The position you are in?
You are not giving me a choice in this.
It's hers, really.
You have my word.
Just like that?
Nakoma! Are you not seeing how serious they are? Listen to me!
Okay. Okay.
I can't guarantee that Fingers there'll be happy. But you can stay, unharmed, confined to quarters with Vera unless told otherwise.
That's fine.
This is it, Vera. No more favors.
Understood.
The level of interest he showed into the blow darts was kind of interesting to me.
I'm so nervous about that. Actually.
Yeah, because he showed like a very, very high level of interest in something so simple. I mean, they can kill, but he showed the level of interest even before he knew it could take down some of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And it was just like, can these kill? And it was like, it almost looked like his eyes were on a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I actually think it's because
it's the perfect tool for a stealth.
Yeah.
Right.
Like for spy and stealth. Like it's the perfect tool.
No, but
I think there was a little more to it.
The way he was
No,
asking,
I agree.
The way he was asking her, can you manufacture this? Can you make this? I feel like there might be he's thinking in the future about ammos and manufacturing ammos and making more ammos for guns. Well,
it sounds like he's planning for war.
Right. So now if it might be a lot harder to produce ammos, but your blow darts, that might be a lot easier.
Ammo.
Ammo. Did you say ammo?
It's just ammo. Producing ammo.
What did I say?
Ammos.
Ammos.
Ammo.
There's no S. That is the plural.
Sorry.
That is the plural.
In fact, I don't know if there is I think ammo. Yeah, ammo is just ammo. There is no S on it ever.
It's still just
It's still, the plural is the same.
So usually when people correct me about plural, I start arguing with them about English plural and how stupid English plural is.
Oh, I will agree with you.
Yeah.
English language in general is messed up.
Like fish and fish is plural, but if there's different kinds of fish, you can call it fishes. If it's just one kind of fish and there's a ton of them, you call them fish.
Yeah.
Even though there's a ton of them. Yeah. But if there's different kinds of fish, you can call them fishes. That's what?
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Anyway, ammo. Producing ammo. But with blow dart, because the way he was asking Nakoma, can you produce this? Can you make this? It's like, okay, so he is definitely starting war. And when he already said that, preparing a war, and then he said it could take down a big infected. Then Oliver agreed. Okay, now you can stay. I'm a little, and I mentioned this eventually. I think this is just a purpose of if this is in real life, okay, a Nakoma character, real life Nakoma character, not the story. Do you think you will be more defensive about your only key factor for you to survive in this whole ordeal? Because she was like taken aback. Like, it's either you die or you tell them about this to save yourself. Now you can you can ride along with this and then eventually lie so you have a reason to escape. But no, she's like, no, I'm not doing this, and she's like super defensive.
So she understands the potential severity of somebody else having that ability.
Yeah.
Like Ace was saying, it's a perfect stealth killing.
Yeah.
Especially because if you have the right type of blowgun kind of thing, you can shoot those ridiculously far and accurately. And so it's there's a lot of potential damage that can be done with that in the wrong hands.
Right.
But I'm also curious if there's something else to where those are stored that she doesn't want people to find out about.
I was gonna say I'm really curious about the storing place of them and its significance, because there's been a couple things that have kind of lifted up a significance to it. It could just be that she's the only one that knows where it's at, but it could be more than that, like Jay is saying. Not to mention, the moment that they have that, it makes her more expendable. And so I'm wondering if that's the fear as well.
Yeah.
Because as soon as other people know how to do it, then suddenly
she's-
one of her biggest pulls is out the window because
Right.
oh, we have this too. What can you offer now? We have skill. We're the family. We have all the skill.
Yeah. She told Vera that eventually. She's like, you have no idea. Do you have any idea? This thing that I'm giving to this what's the word that she used? Not creepy. Not sus. She didn't say that. But something like something suspicious people. It's like I'm giving them this information. But yeah, she said that to Vera. While she was explaining this whole thing, Oliver called the people and said, "Hey, can you bring Fingers to the infirmary?"
And some milk.
And then Nicoma said, "Milk will help." And some milk, apparently. He said.
The way he said it, he was just like, "Really?"
Yeah, I know, milk.
Well, it was almost like so simple.
Yeah.
Such a simple thing will help take care of this toxin.
Yeah, this what could be our greatest tool? You're saying dairy is
You're right.
the solution.
Yeah.
You don't have milk around. Does anyone have ice cream?
That or he's lactose intolerant. He's like, screw this. Like,
You just pull
I
it
just-
out. You're good.
For me, I just see the wheels turning in his head, trying to process what are these toxins? Him almost trying to figure it out in the moment. I don't know if that's at all what it would be, but that's just what I think of in the moment because it's so it's like, oh, a clue just came up.
It's
This relieves it. So what could it be?
It's something spicy.
Why is that exactly where my mind went?
Because the milk.
Some kind of venomous oil.
Right. Oliver told Vera that she's now your responsibility. It's and I said in here it's kind of weird how Nicoma's a little hesitant about the girl, about Vera. I was like, dude, she just saved your life. You have no choice in this whole thing. You have to follow what they want you to do because either that or you're dead. That's it.
Yeah.
You have no leg to stand on in this.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing really. You can say however much you want that you want Vera to be safe, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Right now, she is the one that's safe.
Right. Vera asked her, "Why did you even come back?" Nicoma said, "I worked with the boar before, and this seems strangely similar."
Yeah.
And I said, when I got to that part, I said, "Because it is similar."
Very.
Yep. Because they don't know that she's family yet.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Right.
Now,
Do we know what family Boar is?
Yes, Chisholm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. What's her name? Mara. Mara said that.
That encounter when they showed rings.
When
Yeah, okay.
when they were talking in her office.
I remember that.
They're what is this? When she asked Nicoma, "What are you doing here?" just made everything worse, and I bet you Fingers will not gonna be happy when she wakes up. Nicoma said, "Don't worry, I'll just dart her again." Vera said, "What dart?" And I bet you that move will never work again, Nicoma.
Right.
And she chuckled. You can hear her chuckled. Yeah. It's true though.
In my mind, I'm like, you're right. She's never gonna be able to shoot her and shoot her with a dart again.
Yeah.
She's just gonna shank her with it. Like,
Right.
she's gonna get attacked and just be like, "Gotcha."
Yeah. Or you could see like a flying knife and hit the wall, and then Fingers like looking at her. I could, but I won't, kind of thing.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
My eyes are on you.
My eyes are on you. Yeah.
I feel like this is opening up such a very unique chance, and I don't know if it'll go this way. With how Casey does things, it could go one of two ways here, or one of three ways, really. This
One of
opened up
100,
such a good opportunity for those two to become really good, rival friends.
Yeah.
Become really good frenemies.
Yeah.
And I would love to see Fingers and Nicoma just become besties from this.
Right.
It's like, okay, let's call it the truce right now. Let's deal with what we got right now.
Yeah.
It's one of those, we're gonna do what we gotta do, but I respect you, but also screw you.
Right.
But Nicoma doesn't want to be just frenemies.
She's like, your name fingers for a reason.
Which
She wants to be friends.
which kind of leads up into the next point, which made me question what is Nakoma trying to do? Is this
Yeah.
her?
Why is she coming
I know.
back?
Yeah.
'Cause
I
even
thought
like,
that too.
Even like Vera said, what we are thinking about. Vera said what we're all thinking about. What is her angle into this?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of sus that she feels this way, but why? I mean, even her question herself, like, what the heck am I
What
even
am I doing
doing
here?
I mean, it was a short scene, but she does.
Yeah.
Is this her way of redeeming herself? But why with just Vera? She could have done that with Nick and with Will.
I have a fear that Nakoma has something to do with the families.
You think so?
We're back to this
I
again.
don't think so.
Like I have a fear, like it's like a distant one, but like what if where everything's being stored is some kind of like family detached family hideout or something like that. So she specifically doesn't want the family to know about it. So she doesn't want them to go to do it. She started wanting to protect Vera because she found out who Vera was. And so she wanted to use her toward her goals or whatever like that. Like it feels like such a long shot, but there are so many situations that have come up that have made it possible and made it an actual thought in my mind. Like I've pushed that one away from, like, I think Buggy, you mentioned it fairly early on.
Yeah.
And I was 100% against it at that time.
you
But
were.
like as stuff goes on, the more that we get into family lore and stuff, I'm like, there's a lot of weird things, and she could have a really good reason to wanting to stick around, but right now it seems really out of the blue. It seems like it doesn't make sense because she only has an attachment to Vera.
Yeah, that's
She
it.
doesn't have that same attachment to Nick
No.
at all.
No.
Nick, no.
Not even like 5%.
No. Remember when AJ mentioned Exodus in the relation to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bigger jump.
Hold on. We're gonna go to that part. Because we're in that
I
scene
knew
now. We jump to Dot and Alex caught up to the group.
Hey, you all right? Yeah, you look a little roughed up.
Dot?
It's nothing. I'm fine. Just a few scratches and a headache. The explosion was close. I was lucky to get away.
Well, you made it happen. That's what's important.
Dot. Kids.
Ran into some infected, too. That's what she's trying to say?
Some messed up ones, meant to look like kids, even dressed the same as them.
Oh, my.
Hiya! What?
He's real. He's one of us.
I'm not trying to explain that they got attacked by infected. Oh, no, sorry. Dot tried to explain that they got attacked by infected.
So adorable.
man.
So adorable.
Kids.
She's talking.
It was so great.
Yeah.
It was so great.
And she was yelling, Gloria, and then Gloria said, did I just hear who said that? And then Grant comes in, is like, Grant, and she's like, oh, you still know my name, you still pronounce my name. That's so adorable. But it's like
nice.
she's trying to explain to them that the kids, and then
I could hear her smile when
Yeah,
Grant like
yeah,
acknowledged her too. I could hear the smile, man.
It just kind of reminds me of one of your kids, your third oldest or youngest. She's saying something to you and having a conversation, but you have no clue what she's saying. But
She thinks she does.
And then it's so funny because it's like, kids, rawr! And then out of nowhere, Augie showed up.
That was so great. That was so great.
So good.
Nice one,
Hello.
So great.
Nice.
It's so
I thought-
traumatizing because it's like, we know for sure it's not just looks because those infected can talk. And this one is talking. It's like, no, we can't trust this one.
He's real. He's good.
Gloria comes out like, wait.
Yeah, I think I kind of heard a gun too. Like, like no, he's fine. He's good.
Like, might not be cocking it, but like you hear him like going for the holster, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
that was good.
Augie wanted to ride the truck, but Grant said there's no more room.
Hey, Augie's
Sorry.
his real name, Gus.
Oh
Gus.
shoot, I know, but I just it's fun to say just Augie. I actually like that name,
It's a good name.
and
It's a
I
good
don't
name.
like Gus. So Augie wanted to ride the trunk, but
That's
Grant
personal.
said there's no more room. Dot offered the horse, and Alex got off the horse, and then
Also
automatically Dot got off the horse. It is, and then Grant said, I forgot what he said, but Alex responded, "You do you, girl," and it's like it's so.
Oh, he said
sweet.
that's the most words I've ever heard out of you.
No.
Didn't he?
No, it's before that, or something like you've gone through a lot, or something like that. I think
And
that's what
it
Grant
kind of
said.
discouraged her in a bit, and then
Yeah.
Alex was trying to give a pick me up.
Yeah.
But I think it's related to that line.
No, it's before, because when she was saying Gloria,
Yeah.
and all that, that's when Grant said, "Oh, you've been saying a lot of words lately." But in this part is, I think, when Dot was trying to get off the horse, but Grant said, "No, you stay there," or something like that. And this is when Alex said, "No, you do you."
I see.
I don't remember that at all.
Maybe
that
I
way.
might be wrong.
I mean, I remember the lines what Alex said, but I thought it was
Yeah.
in response to them talking about her conversation.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Maybe.
Because he was like, "You're doing a great job."
You're right. Sorry, you are right. I'm sorry. See, I can admit that I'm wrong. You know why I can admit that I'm wrong? Because I'm a man. Okay,
Sure.
so it's so.
Casey would have just called you out.
I don't think you caught on to what I just said. Because women don't admit they're wrong. Anyway, that offered.
Oh my god.
That
That's okay. Go ahead.
come on, guys. It's Alex's response is so sweet, and she's like so concerned about Dot, and then you can hear Dot giggling. Dot.
Yeah, you can hear her. I still gotta say
love
this.
it
Almost
so
every
much.
episode, you can hear her blushing in what she's saying.
Yeah, it's so
It's
awesome.
so amazing. Like,
Dot.
so great. Just all of her emotions displayed so perfectly through so simple words.
Yeah.
That's good.
You can hear in their voice that she was giggling.
You know, I was doing a sort of informal count of everyone here, and we have maybe 2,000 people. You sure we can fit everyone in this missile silo?
The Atlas is a squadron of silos, so yes, but it'll still be pretty damn tight. We can move large groups into the silo dome and the farms, and then spread everyone else out into the remaining rooms.
And we get down there through that elevator that you mentioned. How big is that? How many can we fit?
The lift in the stable can only take maybe 20 to 30 at a time, and that's if we jam-pack everyone in.
And there's only one elevator.
Yep.
30 people at once. How long does it take to go down?
Took like 2 minutes when we were on it.
So 4 there and back. That's going to take a considerable amount of time just to get everyone below.
Yeah, and especially if we don't want to be followed. We have tracks to consider, and that's a lot of footprints. And
Yeah, that's right.
Here comes Grant being realistic. You know, sometimes, or a lot of times, realistic people piss you off. Like, you know what I mean?
Sorry.
Like, we know that, and we're trying to ignore that, so please stop mentioning it. Grant being realistic calculated the exact amount for the lift to go up and down.
Yeah.
And then all of them, dude, they have
Yeah.
about 2,000 people.
That shocked me. I was like, wait, I thought it was just like a crowd of 100 maybe, but 2,000?
That's
It's a big
That's
crowd.
a lot.
It was like all of the slaves.
I knew, but I didn't think they had that many slaves. But that
Yeah.
makes sense for
Well,
the
that's
amount
yeah,
of
you're
people
thinking
they
how
need
big
to build.
Prim
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. So
It's
while it
still
might have
nuts.
been annoying, but it was actually really good that he did do that, because if they had gotten to the
The lift,
the lift at the why can't I think where were they going?
the
Atlas.
stable.
The Atlas, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. I was thinking Ark. I'm like, that's not it. If they'd gotten to the Atlas and started bringing people down, they would have been
They're going to
screwed.
Canaan.
Huh?
Okay.
Promised land. Yeah, like if he hadn't done that count and done that math, then they would have gone straight there instead of going over to the town. And
Right.
so they would have been screwed if he hadn't done that math.
Yeah.
So smart
and
people
they
are
would've been-
needed too. Thank you very much. Just
No,
saying.
because it's go ahead.
There would have been
It's
several
always
issues if they did
Smart
go to
mouth
the Atlas. Like
is a different
they would have been
story.
caught while trying to lure
yeah.
people in.
Yeah.
And that's not even the worst of it. The worst of it is they would have known
Yeah.
where the Atlas
Well,
is.
and they already said that. Like they could, the amount of
That's
time they
it.
have to do all that, the Boers people would have seen where they're going, and they would have seen Atlas.
And there's no getting out of that.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right.
Right. See, I have no really. I didn't really have any issue with his realism being realistic and the calculating of the whole lift. What pissed me off is he's so realistic that he's like, that's it. We have no choice. We have to give up. We have to like go back now and do nothing. Like, bro, okay, I get that, but let's sit down and think first. What's the other alternative?
So that was
Grant is like, bro, let's give up.
Let's give up.
Like, we came all the way here for nothing.
So in the math on that, it would take, if you, with 4 minutes of travel time,
Yeah.
and then 30 seconds to unload and reload, so 5 minutes round trip, over 5.5 hours, 5.55
Jeez.
That's crazy.
hours
For
to do 2,000 people. And that's packing it with 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just roughly 2,000 because they don't know.
Yeah,
how
and she
many
said
exactly.
2230 if you pack
Yeah.
them in there, so it could be less or depending on.
And that's
the
not
people.
including of if there's maintenance that happened, because it's like for 5 hours that lift is running back
Yeah.
and forth. You know what I mean?
And if you're max loading every single
Yeah.
one of them,
Yeah.
that could very well cause problems.
For something that's not used for that maximum amount of time, you know what I mean?
Right,
For
right.
a very long time.
Just open one of the missile silos.
Think the last
and
time
jump
it
in.
went. Think
Yeah.
the last time that went 10 trips.
Yeah.
Think the last time it went
That's
10
ridiculous.
trips.
Yeah. Why can't they?
How
just,
long has it
why
been?
can't- wait, where did the when they took out the car? Did they use that lift? I thought they opened the gate. I thought there was.
They went to a stable that has a that.
No,
where the lift
in
is.
Gold Rush.
Oh.
Because remember they what's his name?
Yeah. So if you're thinking
Robin?
about 20, 30 people, that's about
It's a long time.
long time.
Oh.
That's a. I mean, that's probably the same thing that they use the car for.
Oh yeah. I think so.
It's probably just like a freight elevator.
Yeah, because it was Rhonda and Alex's dad, right? That took out the car.
Robbins.
Yeah, because they were in the garage and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many cars in here. Anyway, everyone is freaking out. Grant giving up and everyone else is losing it. Alex had a great idea to go to Hackberry. They're gonna set a defense there. This is like a throwback to We're Alive, Story of Survival. Like the best defense that we can do against the family. The best thing that we can do for this building is not to run away, but to defend this place. Because is it Michael who said that while they were like the prisoners were struggling to get the tower? He said that they're probably not realizing that it's a lot harder to overtake a building than to defend it.
Yeah, it was Michael and Angel.
Yeah,
that were saying that.
Yep. So it's like a nostalgia moment. It's like, oh, have you seen this before?
It was a nice little nod.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex made a phenomenal speech. It was a great speech.
Everyone, gather around. I know you're tired. You've all been walking for days. We only need to go a little farther. Push hard one last time. We just have to make it to that town over there.
I thought we were going somewhere safe.
And we're gonna get you there, eventually. But the boar and her people have made it to the valley. We have to be smart about this. She's bringing tanks and mounted guns with her.
Then we're fucking dead. Why keep walking? Better work for her than not live at all.
Was that really much of a life?
Hell no.
Exactly. You can't give up now. Not when we're this close. If you turn around and go back to the boar, sure, she may let you live, but for how long? If you thought it was rough under her before, damn sure she would find a way to make it a hell of a lot worse now. Yeah, go back, and I guarantee that for every day you can live after this, you'll regret never taking the chance to actually turn things around on her. Come with me, and I promise, not only will she never be able to lay a hand on you, we're gonna make sure that she will never be able to anyone ever again. We will force the boar to play our game, and this time, we're making the rules. But the only way this will work is if we make it to Hackberry before they do. Can you push with me one last time? Come on!
All right, let's do this. I'm right behind you. Alex.
Well, I'm convinced.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was a
great
good one.
speech.
It was good.
It was a great speech.
Really,
you know,
showing a.
yeah,
He is the leader of the new group.
yeah, yeah.
Like literally, the new trio reminds me so much of the original three. Like they're all kind of fleshing out their roles, and not in a way that I expected. I think of Alex as Michael more.
Oh yeah.
Nick as Saul, and
doubt
Vera
about it.
as Angel.
Son.
Yeah.
Like father, like
Vera's
son.
Angel.
Like I really like that. Like that's obviously they're very, very different. But when they play a lot of those same roles, they cover the same weaknesses and kind of have those same strengths. Showing that even though Alex, I mean, he was leading a squad and stuff like that, so he has leadership experience, kind of just like Angel did.
Nepotism.
Michael did.
Yeah.
But he is definitely the better face leader.
You know, it's funny.
Than Vera.
It's funny the way you it's so funny and crazy that the accuracy of people, the descendants of the people that you chose for him. Because if you think about it, right, freaking Alex, his dad was a soldier. Michael's a soldier, right? And then you have the Saul and Nick, and then Vera and Angel,
and the family.
So it's like it's just perfectly situated. For the
And
descendants.
I genuinely am wondering if that's intentional, because it could just be coincidence, but like that's a cool coincidence.
Yeah.
Like the guy that was raised around guns, knew how to shoot and became the mouthy soldier.
Right.
He would be higher rank if he kept his mouth shut. That really feels like. I mean, and even think about it. He had to go through an extra cycle.
Yeah.
Like because he wouldn't like keep his mouth shut and do his job. Like he got in fights and stuff like that. But like it follows. It tracks.
right. Yeah. Going back to your Exodus. This is their Exodus moment before they reach the promised land. There has to be a fight. Remember, Moses had to lift the staff for them to win. This is that Alex moment to lift them all up so they can win.
It has to be Gloria though, because she has her sniper rifle, so she's just lifting.
Well, the staff is not fighting them. The staff is just encouraging them.
Fair.
Just like Alex, encouring them.
I'm super curious on what his plan is.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really excited about it.
So he asked for a radio. As soon as he asked for a radio, I thought he was gonna do what they did with the robot.
I thought he was gonna pull a Bert.
Yeah. That help me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought he was gonna do that and then explode, right? But no, that wasn't it. At least as far as this episode goes. We hear the Prim people showed up. Seal got shot by Riley.
Seal is so funny here.
Yeah, but I thought he was dead.
He said, "I got shot by a French chick."
Yeah, with an arrow.
With an arrow. It's so hilarious. Him, Jackal, and Boar, their whole conversation is hilarious. The way Seal is talking back to the Boar,
and the way that he's so afraid of everything, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "You realize this is a little bit later, but he's like, you realize you're expendable now, right?" And he's like, "What?"
I'm realizing that now.
Yeah, you got some funny conversations between Seal, Jackal, and Boar. I actually didn't realize that Boar is with them. I thought Boar is somewhere else. I thought Boar stayed in Prim and just sent out, her animals. I didn't know that she's there, and she started talking. I'm like, oh crap, she's there.
Oh, what is that? Oh, shit. A trap? Out here? How did they have time for that? There. A little black box in the sand. Up ahead.
It's what's beeping, that's for sure.
Go check it out then.
Me? But like Jacko said, what if it's a trap?
Then you'll know very quickly, won't you?
Well, hold on now. I ain't
Do
gonna...
it. You question me, Seal? After you screwed up
and let the others out of the stadium?
I was shot with an arrow. What do you expect of me?
To listen! Now go!
Oh, shit.
What is it?
I can't tell. Something in the dirt. I don't see no wires or nothing.
I'm tired of waiting.
Oh, it's a radio! It's a radio!
Oh, they took a bunch of ours. This one of them?
Pick it up.
Well, seems safe. Ain't no triggers or nothing.
Obviously, they want to talk. Answer it.
Hello?
I want to speak with the boar.
Who is this?
Who do you think, dumbass? It's one of them.
Seal answered the radio. The way he answered it is like, hello?
I love that.
Like, dude, it's like, you guys
Who's
are-
calling? Who do you think? Yeah, I love that response of who is it? Like, he knew.
Yeah, it was so good.
It reminded me of that Megamind, or not Megamind. Oh gosh, what was that movie? The Hello, or like, oh gosh, oh Olo. Oh, I mean hello.
Oh, are you talking about Frozen? Hello.
What?
No, it wasn't Frozen. I can't remember what movie it was. Some cartoon.
Oh,
and
I
he's
thought-
like, Olo. No, it's hello. Oh, hello. Like that's exactly what I was
Oh.
thinking for
Hello?
it.
Yeah.
Because it was
sound
just
like
like
a-
so like awkward
Yeah.
and
I thought you were talking
almost
about
like-
Frozen in the store guy. Hello.
So no.
I actually just hope that like the seal defects.
Yeah.
Really?
I want
Yeah.
to partner up with a crazy French chick.
Really?
I think it would be sweet of you because like when they ordered the heavy guns,
Uh-huh.
he did not want to do that. You heard him like, oh crap, like
Yeah.
he was. I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like he's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
tired of the boar
Yeah,
and what
yeah,
she's doing, and then he just found out that he's completely expendable.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
kind of hope he defects.
Yeah. That's true.
That's a nice.
I don't think it's likely, but I would like to see that.
I
as
know
well.
for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Seal answered the radio and assuming that's Alex. Now, Boar still does not know that Alex and Dot survived. Keep that in
Yes.
mind.
You're right.
So she still doesn't know. So
She
when-
just thinks this is a prison break.
Yep. So the prison break, and Alex, the way Alex is responding to this whole thing is phenomenal. Boar made an offer. Alex made a counter offer. The Boar lied, of course, about the offer that she's giving to Alex. Boar laughed at the counter offer and said they don't have a card to play. Alex calling her little piggy is hilarious.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
He's
was
doing
good.
his best to goad her.
Yeah.
He's antagonizing her a lot, which makes me wonder what they have in
That
the
means
city.
he's got something strong. Like he's got some strong plan.
Right.
This is
He
not the
said it's
same-
risky, but seems strong.
This is not the
Seems
same
solid.
town with the little
No,
the
no,
mimics,
no.
right?
No, this is a
Fast.
cleared out town.
Yeah, this is past them. Yeah, because
So-
Gloria even said that.
That's right.
Speaking
I
of
check on this
that,
place all the time.
if they're following Alex and Dot, then the Boars people would have came across those mimics also, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have.
But what I'm wondering if they're counting on using the mimics or infected to come up behind the Boars people.
Yeah, but I feel like
somehow.
at that point they already attacked him.
I don't know,
Or
but I'm
cleaned
just
them.
curious. Yeah.
Well, one of the
It's
things
just one of those
is to
maybe,
be
maybe
among them
situations.
like a normal person. But
That too, I'm curious about too, because they talk about like them infiltrating basically,
yeah,
and so yeah, I'm curious if that'll happen. But
Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely one of the times where I have no theory on what he's gonna do because he sounds really confident. But it's like, what could you be doing right now?
Yeah,
You guys don't have
I was
ammo. You guys are
tripping.
all tired. Yeah, you guys have the number, but they have a tank.
Yeah,
you
they
know what I
do.
mean?
and machine guns and
Yeah,
a ton of stuff.
yeah, they had.
Uh-huh.
they had a lot.
But we don't know what the heck Alex and them got. Like Gloria could have an RPG chilling.
They didn't go
somewhere.
into
Like, what?
They didn't go into
the Alex.
the
Atlas.
Atlas.
The Alex.
Yeah,
Now-
but what if they've got other stuff that's still with them. Like,
So you have a point because she said she verified. She made
wild.
sure that town was cleaned out,
Mhm.
that nothing was living there.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
yeah.
would she clear out that
Ooh,
town?
What if they're doing the sweat again? Connecting to what you said. Smell.
that would be interesting.
Oh
You know what I mean?
I don't
to attract them.
I don't expect that, but that would be super
I know.
interesting.
Wait, I thought
Since
the
they're
sweat
in the
was-
building and stuff.
I thought the sweat was to mask them.
No.
No, sweat was to attract them.
Oh, yeah, because remember that's
That
why
makes
they
so much
swarmed
sense.
the building.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because
Um,
basically every zombie show does that.
Yeah. The smell.
But
yeah.
sorry,
it's 'cause-
Ace, what was that?
Oh no, nothing. I was just saying that's like why like the infected like swarmed the building that they were trying to test in.
Right.
Because the wind changed and it attracted them.
Yeah.
Yep.
This the pheromones that come from the sweat.
This whole scene, I wrote this in my notes. I said, this whole scene is a reverse Three Little Pigs story.
Come try to blow down the house and we're gonna nuke the wolf.
Yeah, exactly. This triggered me when she said when she laughed at Alex's offer. She said that you don't have any cards to play. I listened to season 1 of We're Alive Descendants. Shoot, I forgot what episode it was. We're Alive Descendants, when she was playing cards with Bert.
Yeah.
And she thought that she won the whole thing until Bert dropped 4 queens, 9, 10, and Jack or something like that. Or go. I think
won.
it's going down like 9, 8, 7, 6.
So she's basically bad at gambling.
Yeah, and I was trying to connect it if there's anything in here that Casey's like, I'm connecting it from there. That's why I mentioned it kind of thing. And probably not. But she played 2 jacks. So she had 2 people with her, Jackal and Seal. And then you also have the 4 prominent people in the other group, which is, Grant, Dot, Alex, and Gloria. Like the way it's playing out, call back to the whole game that she had with Bert, cause she's like losing every matchup that she's in. You know what I mean?
The connections you make sometimes baffle me. Like
You have to.
I would be curious if you looked into like numerology and so, because I'm curious what you would come up with.
For real, I do. And only in shows though, not in real life.
Okay.
Like not in real life. Like maybe the closest thing that I can think of is the birth of my kids and our anniversary. That's about it. But nothing's like, oh, I see 7. Oh, I see.
What? That it's
another
always
7.
9 months after.
That's good. But that's about it. Like only in shows that I know the director, whoever made it, is thinking like that. There's got to be a connection to a bunch of them, and Casey's one of them. You know what I mean? Casey's like layers and layers of information that you need to find. Yeah. But definitely what I also wrote in here, because Alex, one of his encouragement to the slaves that he said, how did he say it? That she, I promise you that she's not just not gonna do this, but this will be the last time she will do it. As if like he's killing her. I don't think this will be the time that Bo will die. I don't think.
I think that's his goal, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah,
He wants to, but no, she's not gonna die.
No.
It's too much like a. She is the new Scratch.
Yeah,
like
might
not be. It might be worse than her, but like
might be the Republic.
She's, huh?
Might be the Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but like she very much is gonna be that cockroach that just won't die, won't get out of their lives. She's gonna regroup and become a problem.
That's what I thought Seal was like. Man, this guy, I thought he died already. He got shot by a bow.
Yeah. I actually thought it ended when Alex said, "I need a radio." I thought it ended
That's
there.
what I thought too.
It's like, oh, we have a little bit of encounter in here. That's good.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
All right. Do you guys have anything else before we finally just the last thing before we read Casey's comments?
Well, I mean, you didn't finish the episode off. They started peppering the town with machine gun fire and tank fire, and I mean they have more than one. I don't know if they have more than one tank, but they at least have more than one heavy
Right.
gunner.
Yeah.
And so it sounded like they had multiple tanks or mortars. And so between those things, that town is going to be peppered crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, wait, why are they shooting machine gun? Why can't it just be the tank?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's like a 50 cal.
Yeah,
I mean,
it will go through walls for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I got nothing else though.
Good. Dark Elite said here, he's like, he's so surprised. Oh, I got a shout out. Yeah, dude, you got great takes, so you're gonna get a shout out for sure. Yeah, Dark Elite 3000 said Stardust was created in the story of survival, inspired from the Mauler Tardust, who used to make the other Maulers drugs to try and control them. That's where the.
So does it make you feel bigger on the inside?
What the heck?
No, Ace might have gotten that.
I don't,
He said it started from TARDIS.
yeah, Tardust.
Yeah, that. Gosh. That's the name of the machine in Doctor Who. It's a TARDIS. Yeah, it's a
gotcha.
phone booth, but when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
open it
yeah,
up, it's
yeah,
it's
I get it,
bigger
I get
on the inside.
I get it. I gotta phone a friend.
Gotta phone a friend.
The TARDIS is a phone booth. Okay. Augie, Casey Whalen said Augie loves playing infected, and he does get paid. Not a lot, but some. I said getting paid with love is priceless, Casey. And then Omari said chocolate candy priceless payment.
I mean, quite frankly, the kid's famous, and he's how old? I mean, take it.
Casey said, haha, well, I did write all of this years ago now. Omari said, haha, I was thinking about how Casey accepted and went along with that cuff, considering the quality of Scout's honor. Perhaps it was because he was a child, that could be why, but something didn't sound right to me because it really does sound fake. Talking about Gus laugh and, trying to play on Gloria to get her water. I never thought of the possibility the child was actually faking it. Casey said 100% don't overload mags, and yes, my rifle was very clean, but 30 rounds isn't the same as 12.
Yeah, so pistols,
Yep.
not as
Yeah.
big, but yeah.
Casey said that distract from my own pains. Yeah, he corrected me. I put in my notes pains, but I said stuff. I don't know why I said that. I know why. Language barrier.
Okay.
Omari said, I never disliked or hated Nick in general. I was mentioning that Nick hit a breaking point with Michael's death, and this episode pretty much showed it to everyone. I personally want to dedicate this episode to Nick haters, as you guys say. AKA Jay. Seriously though, the way he is written pretty good in my opinion. Spoiled kids gets everything, realizes it's wrong, sinks to the very bottom, and now trying to find a place for himself in this world. Yeah. And then this one is a big revelation. Casey said, in response to someone that we met, no, the leader of the Republic. He said, you have already met them. Sort of. Yeah. And then when I said, this is a response when I said, Jay, they're not real. Casey said, they don't? What are these voices in my head telling me their story? Who are these voices in my head? He said.
No, that was in response to Ace saying something about voices.
No, I'm pretty sure that's when I said, Jay, they're not real. Yeah, this part.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're not real people. I understood what you were talking about. I just knew I was talking to Ace. I didn't realize that it started because of you.
Yeah. we love it here. We enjoy this podcast. We're real friends, I promise.
Yeah, we're real friends in real life.
Yeah. All right. And this next week is the last episode of this chapter, right?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah. No. For the Valley of Shadow of Death.
Okay.
Just
The chapter,
this is
not
only part
not
two.
the season. The
This is just
chapter.
part two.
yeah.
Breathe. Three-part chapter.
two.
Three-part chapter.
We have till June, so we're fine.
Yeah, this is part 2 of
I was
3.
literally just thinking, I'm like, how many episodes are we in? Because he's still like revealing a lot of stuff. Like we're on the
Right.
upwards arc of this, and I'm like, he's opening new stuff that we have to dig into right now.
The way he freaked
I'm like-
out. Wait, really? Yeah, no. Just the
His,
shadow.
his heart was about to give out.
Just this chapter.
Just this chapter. Yeah, so I think we're gonna finish on this Dot and Alex arc or this story. Not the Dot and Alex, just them in the desert. And then I think we're gonna go back to Nick and Will and ended up in the Republic.
Yeah.
When are we gonna
Yeah,
bring Bert back?
Yeah, I'm wondering when are we gonna get to see them. 'Cause-
Not in this episode.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I know
chapter.
that.
Not in this
But
chapter.
there's one person that's still possibly in that little valley of death. Is
Nick and Will.
no? Okay, well, yes, they are, but
You talking about Cole?
no.
Oh, Pegs.
Who's the Frenchy girl that just got shot?
Riley.
Yeah,
Riley?
Yes. I can't believe I forgot her name.
Oh,
Sorry.
metaphorically.
She's in a helicopter, isn't
No. He's talking
Yeah,
about like
going
metaphorically, like shadow of death, because she's about to die.
Yeah.
She's gonna die.
She's like,
I'm
"Am I
calling
She's
it.
dead.
I'm calling
Oh,
it. She's gonna die.
She's dead.
Don't say that.
Maybe not at this time, but she's gonna die.
Bye, son.
Yeah, that's right. All right. If you guys don't have anything else, we definitely enjoyed this episode. Casey, thank you so much for letting us listen to this, letting us using We're Not Dead podcast.
We're not dead.
We're not dead. That's right. Which, by the way, we need to come up with our own intro because they have their own intro. We're gonna do our own intro for We're Not Dead.
I thought we always been doing it.
No. Have you listened to We're Not Dead podcast?
I have, but it's been a minute.
They made their We're Not Dead.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have an intro. We have an introduction. There's a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So again, thank you
And
so
we
much.
barely have that.
And I know Casey's gonna comment into this, and I know you're gonna love this episode, and you guys too. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye, son.
Bye.
Bye.